They're getting on it.
The housekeeper, awesome Jeff.
Welcome to another episode of Inside Scoop with Alex and Jeff. I am Alex Dingman.
I am Jeff Doss. What is up, insiders? Martial Arts Inner Network is here, and we are excited for a great episode. This is the Inside Scoop, and we're going to talk with the triple threat later on at about 9:45. So we are excited for that. Three of the best female junior competitors, really at this point, we could say of all time, is what they have done these past 4 years. And even before that, before they moved into that 14-17, has been remarkable. And they've all three broken records. So excited to talk with them later on the show. What's up? All right. So before we get into our topic we are talking about the top 5 multiple kickers of all time. That's going to be wild and crazy as is. But I want to share a little bit.
Let's give some context to that. Right?
Yes.
When we say multiple kickers, we don't just mean throwing 3 kicks when you're fighting. And it doesn't mean throwing like 2 spin kicks in a row in your form. We are talking the old school. Standing, pick your foot up, and let's see what you can make that foot dance.
Yeah. Correct.
You know?
Correct. That's true. So start getting your names together on who. Oh, I just thought of one that needs to be on that list. My God. That's crazy. Yeah, it's nuts. All right. So before that, I want to share with everyone what I did this weekend. It was crazy. So I had a big secret plan for this weekend, right? So I was going down to South Carolina for Brian Pinna, Magic Johnson, all the, Marty Knight, Bobby Tucker, all these legends down there in the Carolinas put on an event that is the Hall of Fame for Carolina. And what's cool about this is a free thing. They do not charge anybody. They select a few people, about 6 or 7 people each year that they put in. And then they do some promotions, right? And this year there was a lot of promotions. Okay. All right. And so, and a lot of these guys are ones that, like their instructors are passed on, or they've been doing it for a long time and they want to honor them. And like these guys have gotten together to do it. So you have a certificate that has, these amazing legends. Tony Young has been there in the past, Ray Thompson, Wonder Boy is part of that group as well. All those guys down there, Brian Plimple, so many different people were there to be honored. And so we had talked to, hey, we're going to promote my instructor to 9th degree, and we don't want him to know. We want to make it a secret. Okay. So I'm trying to, drive down that night to go to stay at his house to make sure that he gets up in time to go and then not back out of it. Okay. This is all what I'm thinking. All right. And so I'm trying to figure this out. And I didn't tell anyone, but I told Shelly. And then I didn't tell like my parents till later, to like the night before. I told maybe one other person, and it kept it a secret. Right. Then, I get there. Of course, he's late. And we both
of course he's late.
Well, like we both get up early, but somehow we still make it there 30 minutes late because, hey, we got to stop here before we leave. We got to stop here before we leave. Just,
I mean, we did start this show.
Oh, man. And he's like, we'll be fast, be late. It'll be okay. I'm like, no, I can't. I can't stand being late. I hate it. So we're doing all this and that. And I'm just trying to be like, hey, we're going to go, I want to be there, support these guys and, be there and watch them, and so that was my whole thing. Why are you coming down for this? I want to watch them and do that. So when I get there though, and granted the night before, Friday night, was my nephew's birthday. So we went and did dinner that night. So I left about 9 and drove for about 3.5 hours. I didn't go drive straight. I drove to Hickory, North Carolina, which is about 2.5 hours away from Columbia, South Carolina, where I was. Okay. So did that. When I get to the thing, we're late and I'm just sitting at the door. I'm like, man, and the way it is, it's not like I can sneak around back. You have to like walk to where everyone sees that you are like late and you're there. I'm like, oh crap, I hate this. So someone comes, hey, there's some seats back here. You guys can sit back. So me and my instructor, Johnny Watkins, and he's my Shotokan instructor. We go all the way to the back. I sit down and I look and I'm like, I see my mom and I see Shelly and I'm like, oh crap. Am I in trouble? Because I'm like, man, they must have really wanted to go and I didn't invite them because I kept it like a secret. And I just told him last night, and that's where all this stuff was going in my head.
Immediately, I know what's going through my head. You're not picking up on it yet to this point.
And then I'm like, dang, maybe they're gonna give me something. And I'm like, why? I'm like, why? No, man, I'm not down in this area. And Johnny hasn't said anything. If Johnny doesn't know about it, then why? They're not gonna promote me without him knowing about it. And I didn't pick up on it. So the whole time, yeah. But so finally, they get through all the things and they get to honor a lot of people, like Ben Kiker and all these guys were there. Jesse Thornton was there. It was awesome, right?
Wow.
And then by the end of this, when they're doing all these different promotions and stuff, and a lot of my friends were getting promoted, it was really cool. And they called Johnny up there, and I'm like, all right. So he was in on it, and they promote me. And I'm thinking, okay, I don't know what I'm going to get to, or what I'm thinking. Whatever. It's been a while since I've been promoted. Like I'm literally like, it's been probably 12 years. So, they promoted me to 7th degree and I'm just sitting there like, dang. And so I'm happy about all this. Right. And I think this is awesome. I get to, Marty Knight is handshaking me. All of these great guys, are just, are on my, certificate has all these legends. One of my favorite players ever, Jay Bell, is there giving me a innovation. Joey Shiflett, some of my best friends like Corky Sykes is getting promoted right after me. So it was really cool, right? And then I do all this and I'm still holding in the fact that I'm going to present him that I had this secret, right? And so then he leaves and I'm like, oh crap, they're about to bring him up. And he went, and what it was, he just went to find a Sharpie so that way people could sign my certificate. And then I went to get him, and then he was coming in the same time. And then Brian Pinna announces it, and I come up there, and we present him, and he was all about to tear up. So it was really funny that both of us were just a bunch of liars to each other for like 2 days straight, right? All right. And it was like, thank God I'm done with lying. And so I was able to sit, with Shelly, my mom, and talk to them. And I just thought it was funny. I was like, Johnny doesn't know yet. And then we finally did that. And so it was a good time. And we just keep joking about us two now, just being liars and lying to each other. And so the night before, like Brian Pinna and Corky Sykes are there getting things prepared. And they're doing they do like a Legends podcast, and they were doing a podcast and stuff with a lot of those guys. Right. And they're just laughing because they're both texting both of us. Well, I wasn't texting Corky because I didn't know if he knew or not. I'm sure he did. But
you didn't want to put it out.
Yeah, I just didn't want to put it out there anymore. There's certain people we didn't even tell, because of that, because we just know they say things. And Brian's just laughing. He's like, dude, I got Johnny on here. I got Jeff here. They both are lying to each other. Both cross all their stories. They're so crazy. And so I saw Corky last week because he was at US Open, and he was like, man, I want to say something, but I didn't want to. And then it's so funny. So it was a good time, and just blessed to be able to see those types of, just legends, and have them, acknowledge, what I've done in martial arts. So it was pretty cool.
That's awesome. Congratulations to you, man. So, well, apparently, so who told all your family?
Johnny is the one. My instructor was trying to call Shelly and trying to call my mom, and neither of them were picking up for like a day or two. And then finally he got one of them. and then they kind of communicated, and they didn't tell anyone either. Like none of the kids knew. My mom and dad knew, and I don't even think my brother knew, because I was at the party and apparently I left. And as soon as I left, my mom goes, "Finally, he left." And my son is walking out the door at the same time, and he's like, "The heck? What's your problem?" He's like, I'm sorry. No. We have a secret that go to your mom and she'll tell you what's going on." So it was just so funny on all of this, right? And they're telling my brother, everybody, what's going on, and yeah, so it was kind of wild.
That's pretty cool, man. Congratulations. So 7th degree black belt.
Kind of wild. I think I'm a little young for that, but whatever.
How
It's all
long?
good.
Well, how long has it been? Wait, when did you make 6th degree? I'm trying to remember that.
That was in a different style. So that was in my American freestyle. And actually, I think I'm a 5th degree in American freestyle. I'm not even a 6th degree in that. So, yeah. So I don't know, bro. It was
Your
wild.
last, your last promotion, I should say. When was that?
2021 was when I got my 5th degree in American freestyle. My last promotion under this instructor was 2014, maybe.
Okay.
10 years ago, I guess. And then before that was a long time as well. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just the way we are. We go and compete. We don't worry too much about rank usually. So,
yeah.
But it's cool.
Be a great black belt,
Right. Exactly.
And that's one of the things. It's like, if you just focus on being a great black belt, like, stuff just happens. It just ends up coming that way. Like, one of the best black belts I've ever. No, and then we'll move on. But I will tell you this. So within the NK system, which is also like the Junri system, as far as what type of martial arts it is, within the NK system, there's a lot of good black belts, and there's a lot of guys, right? So to say like you were the best at this thing, that within that system, that's really hard to do. To say like you're the best fighter in that system, like look at who you're talking about, right?
Exactly.
Which I was not, right? To say like that you're the best forms competitor, like which I was all right. I was not, all right. To say you were the best, and that you had the best, but nobody could do the self defense. Like, I just want to be the best black belt. Like, line us up, because we took pride in that. We took pride in being in a class, and then just who was the best in class? Who was the best when we bowed in to bow out? Who was the best that day? Right? We took pride in that every little thing, whether it was like a classical basic, you marched up and down, you hit pads, didn't matter what it was. Like, and it was hard. So being that, like, just enjoy martial arts and enjoy the ride, right?
Yeah, you want to be. This is the word of the day for me here has been. You want to be that astute, like martial artist, the best. You want to be that, that one that really takes it to the next level, right?
Yeah, and it's good, like, to have competition. That's why what we're talking about is so important, because if it just exists between bow in and bow out, like, then it's like it's
correct.
It's just we're like an hour and then that's it. Sometimes 45 minutes and that's it. Like, no, there's something bigger than us. There's something bigger than our school. There's something bigger than our organization. There's something bigger than our state, right? And that's where it really becomes a really awesome thing, right? I love it. That's why competition is so great, because it's bigger than you, right?
Correct. All right, let's go into our list now before we add on these ladies that are coming on a little bit. So, top multiple kickers all time. You're going to start, because honestly, in a lot of ways, I'm stumped. So,
I will start, and this is so. Again, we're gonna talk about what is the top 5 that we're talking about. Multiple kickers, and it is old school.
Are we talking just forms or just fighting, or did you do both?
Forms.
Okay, good. All right. Yeah. All right.
Forms, right? Jason Borelli has his list.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like, oh, who's the greatest multiple? It's Jason Borelli. End the conversation. Move on. All right. Yes, Pedro's there. Is Pedro?
Pedro's-
Okay, so if you said Pedro, okay, fine. We get it. Move on.
Pedro. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. All right.
You're right. Okay.
Who we got?
So this is, and so what this means is you're in your form, you pick your foot up, you're stationary, and you start kicking in a combination, whether you're going high, low, left, right, you're changing different kicks, whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Your foot's up, now you're kicking. Let's make that foot dance. What's it going to look like? I'm going to give you credit on this because I kind of didn't really think about this. This is my honorable mention. Jerry Prince, bringing it back, Jerry Prince was very good. And Jerry Prince he's just a phenomenal kicker.
Yeah.
Even though we did just say not fighting. I did see some of the displays that he's done, and I just want to give an honorable mention. I am not putting him on this, but Jerry Prince was a phenomenal one. And this one, actually, I thought for sure was going to be maybe number one, right, on the list. And I was shocked that I could not even put this person in the top 5. I was literally floored. And that's Kingston Ing. Kingston Ing, without a doubt, is one of the greatest kickers of all time. You put him number 1 on your best kickers of all time, and he is great. But he has maybe one of the best side kicks, right?
Right.
But he does have a kick combo where he goes hook round, hook round, hook round, hook round, then side kick. That's it. That's the only combo, right? And then he'll stick an amazing front kick, then another skip front kick, and then a jump one, and then bang, there goes the side kick, and you're like, wow, these are amazing kicks.
Yeah.
Every time his foot picks up, you're like, that's amazing. But he did not have as great of combos. Another one, who actually did have really good kick combos, but I thought they were better than they really were, and that's Guy Burkett. Guy Burkett, I thought was really good, but they all kind of finished the same, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I guess. Okay, all right, I'll see you. All right, and then I always said this person was overrated, but this is her thing.
Yeah.
Right. Chloe Bruce.
Yeah.
She's I just think she's
I'm literally changing my list as we go.
Changing it as I'm talking. I know.
Not even from what you're saying, just in my head. There's so many things. I'm like, oh crap, I didn't put this person. Oh wait. Yeah.
So and Chloe Bruce, like that's her thing. Like, what's her form without picking her foot up and doing a combo, right?
Right.
So that's what her thing is. All right. And then the last honorable mention is Matt Mullins. All right.
All right.
I thought Matt Mullins was very good. I know that you were like, but I thought it was pretty good. All right.
Well, I just think of him. I don't always think of him as for his multiple kicks. I think of him for like his clean, like he had one of the prettiest 540s I ever saw. His jump split kicks, a lot of things like that is what I think of. His standing stuff. His side kick was good. All right. Let's go 5.
Number 5 on the list is Mike Chat. All right.
Yep.
Mike Chat, I believe, is probably most responsible for helping so many people and really kind of either directly or indirectly teaching people how to do this exact thing, right? So, I mean, look at the people on the list, right? Matt Mullins, Guy Burkett. They were on his team, right?
Right.
So, and Mike Chat, he could do it all, but there was just 4 people better than him, all right? And speaking of which, number 4 was also on his team, Stephanie Flowers. All right.
Yes. Great kicker.
Stephanie Flowers, phenomenal. Literally the only downside about Stephanie kicking is that when she jumped, she didn't go up. Right. It was the only person I ever seen jump down. Right. So, but no, she was phenomenal. And you know what I would gonna give. Come on, I'm not making fun of her. All right. It's just she's got to have something that she's not phenomenal at. Right. So, well, I remember when I first saw her in the mid-90s, it was just all raw talent. And
Yeah.
even then, you're like, oh my gosh. It was almost like seeing Anthony Atkins for the first time, where you'd watch him do it and you're like, not a lot of technique, but I'm not like, I haven't seen what my eyes are seeing before. Right.
Right.
But then her technique just got better and better and better and better. And then she literally was like, oh, I don't know if I've seen anyone kick as good as this. Right. Now, number 3 for me is where I go, this person really, if you think about it, should have been the greatest kicker of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Even more than you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Stephen Horst.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stephen Horst. Literally, please, everyone, please go watch videos of Stephen Horst.
Right.
Because it was a flash in the pan. And he was kind of like a late 90s to, think he kind of ended in like 2004 or 5. All right. But
well, he ended really in like 2000, 2001, and then he came back in like 2004, like a year. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm glad that he did, because otherwise I don't know that anyone would ever see him. Thanks so much, for Emily Cooper for even so many times I think that in my head. I'm like, I'm so glad sportmartialarts.com, back in the day MassLink, existed, because people wouldn't we're talking about it, but how would anybody know, right? Without this. So shout out to Emily Cooper. Thank you so much for that. Stephen Horst, really, I never saw him do I never saw him do a bad kick ever, right? And the kicks that he did, you're like, I don't understand this. This doesn't make sense. How was his knee above his head, right?
Yeah. No, I agree. Like it was just outrageous.
Number 2, I thought was either going to be number 2 or number 1, and that's Jenny Johnson Blanchard, right?
I knew that one coming. Yeah.
Yeah, you knew I like myself some Jenny. All right, Jenny's great. Jenny can do it all. And that's another one. She doesn't have very many videos out either, right? No. I know personal performances of her because I was there and I saw her, but I didn't you can't. There's only I don't know 3, maybe, of her, and that's the
hard part about a lot of this. Yeah, it's hard to find a video.
Yeah, and you and I are nerds about it. We know it, and we're like, oh wait, wasn't that's right? Charlie Lee's tournament in 1999. That's right. Oh no. It was not Charlie Lee's tournament in 2002. You can't find it, right? You just have to remember it, right? That's it. And come on, man, are we going to really depend on this guy's memory? That's not good. How many times have I retold stories, right? We don't want to depend on this guy's memory. All right, and number 1 is where you might think I would go. Number 1, greatest kick combo, Jeff Dawes. He doesn't just kick on his feet. Sometimes he kicks on his knees. When you do kick combos on your knees, deserve to be number 1.
Thank you. You're awesome. Welcome. Well, so I got to honestly, this honorable mention list started as nothing to now it's like 20 some people. But so and I am doing this list without including myself on it. So I know you hate that, but there you go. All right. Same thing. So Kingston Ing, Stephanie Flowers, both of those very similar reasons why I have them honorable mentions and not on the list is because, like you said, they really had one multiple kick combo, but they were great kickers. But I had both of them probably my top 7 all-time greatest kickers, I think. So they were up there. Same thing with Stephen Horst. Same thing. I have him as honorable mention. I think he's one of the best standing kickers ever. But yeah, I mean, his multiple kicks were good too. I'm just going to highlight some different people. So there's also Mike Reed. Mike Reed is someone I've talked about many times. He was from the early 90s, late 80s. Had some very different types of multiple kicks. James Salas was one of the kids who was bringing it back with the machine gun kicks across, which was really cool.
All right, fair enough. That's a good one. That's good.
Jenny Johnson Blanchard, again, for my reason, I didn't get to see her that much. So I really saw the one video that's out, and that's really it. So again, I think her though, she's one of the best pure straight kickers, I think. Matt Bowles, amazing multiple kicker, but amazing standing kicker too. Just go ahead.
Well, I was wondering if you start thinking about
the people that we've seen kick vertical.
Yeah.
You know, she's up there.
Yeah.
Chloe's up there.
Right.
Dude, I'm gonna give more flowers to Stephen. Stephen Horse is probably best. People who kick vertical.
Oh yeah. Kick straight up. Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
I think he messed up. I think he needs to be.
This one, Richie Everidge, thank you for putting that in there because
John Burnett. Okay, I can honestly say
one's in there for me on my list, but the other one I always forget his name. Andrew Sack is someone. Politi, I think both Politi sent me a video, but I never really got to see him in person, and he is one of the best kickers on there. And I have one of their teammates on my list as well. Okay, so all right.
So I can say, yeah, I messed up by not including John Fournette.
So now we talked about them. All right. Matt Bowles. Nikki Stanley is another one that was a great multiple kicker and one of the last ones kind of at that time. Guy Burkett, one you had. Ashlina Chin, great kicker. A lot of great multiple kicking. Yeah. And one that may have the best machine gun kicks I've ever seen, Ebony Adams. Her machine gun kicks were so freaking fast. It's crazy. And in the circle, and that was crazy. Christine Banner Rodriguez and Seneca Luther, another one that had great kicks in a circle. And then Mike Chat, so my top 5 is John Fournette and Jerry Prince. That's my tie for top 5. I couldn't figure out behind
where you wanted to go.
Yeah, what order. Also, number 4, Chloe Bruce. Just the speed that she has is insane. Number 3, she could be number 1, I think. So this is the one where I thought you were going. And I say Gemma Nguyen. Gemma Nguyen's multiple kicks are some of the best I've ever seen. And still to this day, she can kick like that. And we're very creative as well.
I can see, listen, there's a few here I can honestly go, yep, Ashlina, Gemma, John Fournette. I dropped the ball. I still don't think I'd change my top 5.
Right. Number 2, Ashley Lane. Ashley Lane was an amazing kicker. Another one I missed on there, Kim Do with his multiple kicks back in the day was great. He was on. Yeah, I had a long list and I actually skipped over by accident. So Ashley Lane, the best circle kicks, some of the best multiple kicks, and she had amazing kicks and still can. Like 2 years ago, she came back and was doing awesome kicks. So number 1 was not on your list, was not on a lot of people's list, but another one from John Fournette and Andrew Sack's area. I think she was a student of John Fournette, and that's Kim Dutrin. So Kim Dutrin, amazing multiple kicks. And again, maybe not the best pure, straight line kicker, but her multiple kicks went in different angles, different areas, and just quick and pop, and everything looked like it would knock you out. And of course, she was dropping people with her kicks in sparring as well. So that's my list. And again, I did not include myself in there, and I'm sure we missed a couple other people, but that was fun. Yeah, Kim Dutrin was amazing. So
yeah, I dig that. I'm wondering what some of our guests would say.
I know they're listening right now, so I'm about to bring them in, and we're gonna introduce them.
Are
you ready? Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. So we have Sophia. You got ladies can join in, and let me scroll down. There we go. All right. So let me move this so I can see everyone see your name. Welcome, ladies. We got Pia. We got Alice Gross. We got Avery Presley. How are y'all doing tonight?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Good. I'll tell you what, it's hard to get these 3 ladies all figured out on time scheduling. Alice is coming back from training right now, and he's in the car. So
yes.
And Avery, you were traveling. Sophia, you had tournaments this week. So this weekend, a lot going on, right?
Okay.
I understand. So first off, before we get into everything, I don't know if you heard a little bit of our conversation, top 5 multiple kickers. Is there anyone that you guys think about when you hear the word multiple kicks that you just want to mention? Who goes first? It doesn't matter.
Avery looks like she's got an opinion.
I'm thinking.
Okay, do you guys know the context and what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Yes,
I think of Jeff.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
I think of Mr. Jeff, and then I probably think of Chloe Bruce, but I know you guys already said her.
Yeah, she was my
Yeah,
second.
well, that's good. You can mention other people. I mean, the same people. That's good. That's good. Well, thank you.
Who were some of the names that we were talking about that you thought, I have no idea who that is, but now I'm intrigued?
There were some of them. I to be honest, I don't remember the names now.
I don't remember the name. Probably
But there
all
were
of
some
them.
like when I heard them, I was like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. And I'm sure you can probably ask some of your coaches and stuff, and they would probably say, "Oh, this person or this person." I know some of the people that you guys work with and stuff, and so I'm sure they're like, "No, you need to check this or you need to check this." But it is something that I think, multiple kicks we don't see as much, but I do feel like kicking, especially in the youth divisions, especially in the females right now, is coming back. Right, we're seeing a lot of great kickers in the female divisions, as well as even in you guys' division. There's a lot of great kickers in there. Who are some of the ones that you guys think about right now?
In our division?
Yeah, you can say division or juniors, and it could just be junior kicking.
And if you feel like you might be at the top of your game in that category, you could say like, it's probably me, but here's some other people who could rival that.
I mean, Alyss always has some pretty kicks.
Thank you, guys. Thank
It's
you.
pretty hard to compete with those kicks, but
yeah,
I
think
kind of think of Maddie Wiersma. I know that she has good kicks. I've seen her Korean forms; they're pretty good.
Yeah, I'd also say Cody Molina.
Cody has great
always
kicks.
good, and you can like really see the power in them. They're always like on point, and she has really good balance too. So
yeah, it's kind of insane the balance she has and the power.
I also think Quinn has some pretty good and strong kicks, and they're pretty high, and she always sticks them pretty well.
Yes, Quinn's a good one too. Definitely good. All of those. I'm trying to think some more. I know Alicia. I always forget her last name. Alicia from AmeriKick. She just moved up into the 14-15. She has some good kicks, and yeah, there's a lot of good young. The young ones really working hard. On the boys' side, Noah Thomas is someone who has some great kicks. His side kicks are great, and then Zeke is someone as well who is kicking.
Yeah, Zeke's really good at kicking.
So it's always good to kind of get that conversation started. All right, I don't even know where to start with all this. Let's go. Welcome and congrats on y'all's. A couple weeks ago. Yes, congrats.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
So let's just hear all the different things you guys won and accomplished for the first time at ISKA. Pia, you go first.
So last weekend at US Open, I got to be on stage for the traditional weapons, traditional forms, and the traditional sink divisions. And Avery won the traditional weapons, and then I won the traditional forms and the sink with my brother. There was a little mix up there, but at the end it was all good. But yeah, so far I'm reigning still in the traditional forms and the sink division. So I'm happy about that.
Awesome. And that was your 4th year in a row for forms?
Yes, for both. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Let's go. AL is before AV, so we'll go Alyss.
At US Open, I got my 4th title in a row for open hands on the stage, and then I got to compete in weapons for the first time. I've never done weapons on the ISKA stage before, and I got to for the first time. So that was really fun.
Awesome. That's great. Avery, what about you?
At US Open, I was on stage for the trad weapons, the CMX forms, and CMX weapons. I took home the trad weapons and the CMX weapon. So that was really cool. Defending champion weapons, so that makes it 4 for that.
4, yeah, for that one, yeah. That's so cool. So I know we were, having those conversations with Alyss about hey, this is going to be, 4 years, let's keep pushing that. And I knew, and then I'm like, wait a minute, Pia did the same. Avery's doing the same web. Like, it's wild, right? So
Yeah.
again, that's why I titled this episode The Triple Threat. Cause I think you all three is like the triple threat of female forms. And honestly, you know what? Pia is a triple threat anyway, because let's talk about what you did in fighting as well. Because again, you don't share that. I mean, you share that a lot, but it's not always seen on stage, right? So share that.
Yeah, so in my sparring divisions, I competed in the 15 to 17 girls open weight, and then also the 16, 17 regular, I guess, division in the tall, and I won both of them, and then I also won the grand champion, which was the tall versus short as well. So
Awesome. And is that the second, third year in a row you've done that? One of those?
ooh, I don't think I won the grand last year, and I think I got second in open weight last year.
Okay. And yes, Kathy, I agree. So we will be talking about some adult competition soon and what that's going to look like for you guys. But let's.
Yeah, I've been wanting to touch on this, right? You're fighting, okay? Because, but don't take it the wrong way. I didn't expect you to be that good, right? and listen, it's just the stigma. Forms competitors typically aren't that good. They're good.
Yeah.
They're technically not that good, right?
Yeah.
So, and when I saw you, it was like a year ago, and I'm like, oh, she's good, right? And you're stronger than some of the. Come, I'm saying these things. You're not saying that, so you're not being offensive. If someone would take offense, which I don't think it should, right? You're stronger than it's a fair amount of the fighters in your division, right? Can I? Is it all right? Can I give you a small little snippet? Sometimes you fight them like you're just as big as them. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Like, I remember watching you thinking, like, why doesn't she just actually sidekick a hole through them? Right? I don't know what you would be able to do. I remember thinking that. I think I was your ref, right? And I'm like,
yeah.
Why didn't she just kick a hole through them? Right?
Yeah, my coach gets so mad at me for that because we'll be drilling and I like kick him like through the pad. And he's like, "Ow, that really hurts." And he's like, "Why don't you do that in competition?" I'm like, I don't know.
There we go.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Okay. Good. All right. Good. That's all I want to say. Good. Now go side. Now here's the problem. When PSI kicks someone in the face, they're gonna go, "What the heck?" And then you can go, "Alex said so." All right.
All right. So what brings out the best of in each of? Hold on. I said that. What about each one of you guys bring the best out of you when you compete against each other? Because you guys compete against each other in a bunch of different divisions, a bunch of different ways. And no matter if you beat one of them in the division, you're probably going to meet one of them in the grands, in the overall grand. So you're kind of, it's one of these things that we talk about years ago, like when we were growing up, it was Carmichael, Simon, Mike Chat, and John Valera. That was the three best. But they were all different age groups. They actually they weren't the same age and moved up together. Like it was Mike first, then John, then Carmichael. So there's not been that many that have been the exact same age, and then they're always with each other, and then they're all going to move up to adults together. So what about each of you one brings out the best? Alyss, let's go ahead with you first because we haven't heard from you as much.
Okay, wait, can you like explain the question like one more time? I'm kind of confused on how to answer this.
So what about each one? So what about Avery brings out the best in you, and what about Pia brings out the best in you against them?
Okay, for Avery, definitely like she's so good, and I think that I don't know, just like the feeling of competing against somebody that is just as good as you kind of like brings out the excitement in me. Like, okay, I know I'm not going to automatically win. Like, it's not like a walk in the park. Like, we have to both do our best if we want a chance. Like, it's such a toss up. And I think that just knowing that it's going to go either way, like, definitely makes me try harder. And then for Pia, she's so good at trad. And I think, like, I just have to throw my best for him. Like, I know I have to do my absolute best because she is so amazing at trad. So, because Well, no, she does CMX forms too, and it's just like I just know I have to do my best because both of them are so good.
Awesome. All right, Avery.
I definitely think all of us kind of have a different style, kind of. So like Alyss, obviously, she's an amazing tricker. She's strong. She has the kicks. So definitely more of like the trick style that like I definitely have to like work harder to like do more flips and stuff like that. But then for Pia, she has like the trad like crisp to it. I don't know, something about trad just has a different kind of movement. So it's just kind of like figuring out like for your form what to focus on, because like you have the flips, then you have the trad like crisp and finesse of it. So it's just trying to figure out that.
Yes, yeah, definitely. All right, Pia.
All right, so for me, both of them obviously are really like their tricks are way above mine. So like they have like Alyss has her amazing background in cheerleading, so she throws the craziest stuff on the mat, and it's always so amazing to watch. So I know when I do my CMX forms, also like I know I don't have my tricks as difficult as hers, but I know what I do, I have to do the cleanest I can, like the most powerful I can do it. And then Avery, same thing, and also like her bow, it's so fast, so I know I have to at least like even if I'm not as fast, I show that in like my power, my drama, or like my pauses, what I kind of do. So, and if I'm on stage, I do that with my music, and I kind of use that choreography as a little advantage as well. So
Yeah, definitely. I mean, honestly, I think Pia, since the days of when we were talking about, we go back again, the days of multiple kicks. Like, I think you're one of the most like, choreographed competitors that we've seen, and you've used it in a way that you found what works for you, and you put the right forms with that too, right? Because there are some that maybe the music doesn't, it just more looks like background, and they're doing a traditional form, but it's just more of, okay, this is a slow song, so I'll do a traditional form to it. And yours really hits every beat and every, so it's a huge thing that you've taken to that next level.
thank you.
Awesome.
So you guys kind of said the same thing. Kind of. Avery, I like the way you said it. So as a guy who was the forms competitor at my time, I was never even sniffed the level of where any of you guys are at. I would go more for the fighting. So fighters could be openly friends with all of the forms guys at all times, and it didn't really matter. So here's where I'm going with this. Okay. So I love Marcel Jones. Marcel Jones is a phenomenal coach. He's a martial arts mind, and he's an all-around martial arts competitor. So automatically, I like him. So going into the 2006 Diamonds, right? He goes, man, I'm going to win the ring. And at the time, like he won it, so you go, oh yeah, makes sense. But at the time, you'd be like, no, it's going to be Matt Hemming, it's going to be Steve Terada, maybe Mark Canonizato. It ain't going to be you, homie, right? Like you'd be lucky to win a division. What are you talking about, right? So, but what he said is he goes, I can't do my flash kick because they're going to compare it to Steve's. I can't do my twist combo because they're going to compare it to Matt's. And he just went on, and he goes, I can't do that. I'm so stressed. I have to be perfect at everything else because if I try to do this big extra thing, they're just going to compare it to like the flash kick. Like Steve does 5 kicks when he does his flash kick. I can do 1, right? I can't do that. So I'll never beat that. So I have to be perfect at everything. It's so stressful. And because I never was that good. So I had to look at that and go, damn, that does sound stressful. So when you guys were articulating kind of what you're talking about, this stuff was played out plenty times before, and it's never going to end. But Jeff, I like what you're talking about when you said the same division at the same age group at the same time. Sometimes in this sport, we get so used to seeing something for like 6 months that we think it happens all the time. This I can't really remember this happening like this
right
very often. Jeff, you don't forget anything, so why don't you say it? How many times this
happened that you can
Yeah, I
remember?
don't know. I mean, we've talked about, like in the past, we talked like Mark and Matt and Sammy, and those guys, right? But again, I think they weren't the exact same age. I don't think they were, around that. One was older than the other or whatever, right? So I don't know, man. This is a tough one. So it's really cool. And even in fighting, we talk about Raymond and Jason and Trevor and all of them moving up together, but they were all different ages. It wasn't, so this is a rare thing we're getting to see. And I hope all three are excited and ready for moving up to adults. Yes, they all three nod. So I love that. So that's good. It's like, oh, I'm going to retire. Like that drives me nuts when I hear that, but it's okay. You can do a lot of things and martial arts at the same time. So it's all good. And everyone, I think, comes from that background of continuing to do this, right? Like you have other people in your family or, you run a karate school or you do something. So this is in your life, right? So
Yes.
let's, before we get into that, share who do you train with? And let's do that first. Who are some of the people you train with? Go, Avery.
Did y'all go for me? Because y'all cut out. I couldn't hear y'all. Sorry.
Yeah, Avery.
Okay. It like blinked off for a second. But like my coaches.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, what is training like for Avery Presley?
Well, I mean, for the people I train with, I have a personal trainer, mainly for strength and conditioning. And then for like martial arts, I have obviously my brothers, and I do train some with Marcel Jones still. So yeah.
Awesome. All right.
Wait, who you have brothers? Who are your brothers?
They're not really important. They're
Yes.
Yeah.
They're great.
All right, Pia, how about you?
Okay, so for sparring, I train with like Alec, and then also I train at Millennium, so like I do classes there as well with Damien Rodriguez, and then for kata I train with Sensei Robert Young, and then for weapons I train with Casey. So, and then for Korean I train with Caitlin Vong,
Yes.
and then for my CMX divisions, Salah Solis.
Awesome. Yeah, there's a lot. Look at that.
Yeah.
Exhausting.
And like I don't have a personal trainer, but I do go to the gym in my free time as well. So
I'll wait for my question until after.
Yeah. All right, Alyss.
For
those two.
forms and weapons, I work with Miss Caitlin DeShell, and then for weapons, I work with Anthony Demores, and then I also train with my dad a lot. Those are like my main. And then I work with Mr. Jeff for Korean. And then I actually train with my dad's instructor for Korean forms as well.
Who's
So
that?
cool. Who's that? Who's your dad's instructor?
Master Wagner.
Okay, cool. Yeah, drop some names here.
Yeah, drop me-
sorry. Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Jason Wagner is my dad's instructor.
Awesome.
So I work with him on Korean as well.
All right.
Awesome.
So you got it. Like, help educate a guy like me, because everything you guys just kind of articulated for your training, I got exhausted listening to that. You guys have got to be dead, because when you guys are going through, like specifically, right, Sophia, when you're going through and you're saying, I have this person for this and I have this person for that, which I think is awesome, that have a culture that accepts that, right? When Jeff and I were competitors at your age, that was frowned upon, right? You basically maybe had one guy, and that was just your guy for everything, right? So that was not a thing. So, but how do you do that? How do you schedule all of that?
it's really tough. So for all, like I have set ones, like for example, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, I do kata. And that's like an hour, maybe 2-hour class with my sensei. It's like a group class. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have my sparring classes with Damien at Millennium. And then depending on the Sunday, I'll have privates with Alec. And then depending on my availability during the week is when I have bow and Korean and CMX, because I also have a job other than karate and I work out as well. So it's really hard juggling. Obviously, not all of them are super consistent. So some of them have to be 1 week like on, 1 week not. So yeah.
What's your job outside of martial arts?
So I teach private lessons, but that is martial arts. But I work at a Chick-fil-A near my house.
Nice.
Y'all,
Nice.
just as soon as you said that, could taste the Chick-fil-A sauce.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
You
Man.
could like dip chips in Chick-fil-A sauce, and it's phenomenal.
It's so
Anything.
good. It's so
You can.
good.
You can. You really can. Oh man. So, Avery, Alyss, any kind of else to add to that as far as like the training and how it is for you?
I mean, I know for me, like with my trainer, I work with him like 2 days a week. And then like with my brothers, like just talking about like lessons and stuff like that. It's honestly whenever I can steal them away from whatever they're working on. So whenever they're free, I'm like, I will take that 30 minutes, hour, 2 hours, whatever I can take. But then other than that, it's kind of just almost going up to the school every night and just having an hour to 2 hours, just training. Some days it's just basics and tosses and tricks. And then some days it's strictly just like sections for endurance.
Yeah.
Oh, sections every day, all the time. But talk to me about like when you say like if I could steal them away for like an hour or 30 minutes, like.
Oh, I get that.
But
Well, like
I understand it from their side that like they're just so busy here. All right, I got 30 minutes. Let's go. How do you do that?
Well, like for Reed, I do have like a set time on Monday that I go up every morning, work with him. And then since they obviously have to work, like Reed works at our school and Reed and Cole both have equipped. So they have lessons nonstop, online stuff to edit. So it's really just, I'll text him and be like, yo, you got any time today? I really need to work on this, this, and that. Or this looks terrible. I need some help. And I just kind of go with their schedule because I know I need it.
That's cool. Yeah, I get that now. Now that you said it, now I understand what my son, when I'm like, hey, you need to schedule a time for this. Don't ask me last minute. He's like, dude, you're always busy. Like, what are you talking about? You always are teaching somebody else. Just how can you, and it's the same thing. I get it now. I get it.
And Jake's always filming in different places. So you never know what he's doing.
Wait, what?
Like Jake does like stunts and like some acting and stuff. So he's recently was up in New York. So yeah.
He's got that look though. That's why.
Yeah.
Right?
He's got that look.
Yeah.
Alyss, what about you?
It's definitely hard to schedule. Just especially because Miss Kaylin, my main coach, is always busy right now. She's in Miami, and it's just whenever she's available, I'm like, okay, I will change my schedule to work with you. And then also I have cheer Monday, Wednesday, Sunday for like 2 to 3 hours, so I can't do anything at night. But I train with Mary Amato too in Riker, and it's like whenever I can just steal like 30 minutes, like I'm texting them, when do you have available? And then I'll take it. So it's just honestly working with them is the biggest thing. Like whenever they're free, I try to get myself free as well.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right, Alex, I got a question though.
Go ahead.
But-
You go. Then I'll ask another
So,
one.
what is the hardest part of competing on the NASCAR circuit? Let's do that, because you know what? I think right now it's pretty freaking hard to get ready for this weekend after US Open, right? And I think that's just one aspect of like the season of like, I know people right now like that probably shouldn't be competing this weekend because they're just so exhausted from last week, right? Or they have injuries and things, and they have already made that schedule. So, what is the hardest part about that? Whoever wants to go first can.
I can go first. For me, it's like every month or every 2 weeks, there's a tournament. So having to recover, especially after all that endurance training and then having to get right back to it. Like I recently have like strained my back and my elbow, like at US Open. So just really trying to bounce back from injuries right back into that training to make sure that you don't go backwards during that recovery time is probably the hardest part for me.
I understand a lot of what you're saying there, Avery, but I also understand some of what I don't understand. But I'm gonna lean over to Pia when I say what I'm about to say right now. You get injured way more doing forms than you do fighting, right, Pia?
Yeah. Yeah.
So much more, right? Like when you get injured when you're fighting, it's like, all right, this is bad. You just got knocked out, right? Or okay, you just dislocated your shoulder, something crazy. But
Yeah.
in forms, it's like, oh, I have a hairline fracture in my foot, right? We've all had that, right? All right.
Yeah.
Or okay, my ankle just rolled for the 9,000th time, right? Or right? Or now it's like my elbow, right? I landed. I tried this trick and I didn't land it. Now I landed on the ball of my foot. I rolled and I just smashed myself on the side, right? Just the daily just dinged up. It's just exhausting when and the amount of forms that you do. I can't do that. There's no way.
I will say,
No
US Open, what is probably the hardest tournament when it comes to running forms. I ran about I want to say around 15 forms, and 11 of them was done in one day. So it was definitely the most challenging. But
Jeez. Yeah, that's crazy. Alyss, what about you?
What, sir? You cut out a little bit.
What was the hardest part of the NASCAR circuit for you? Is it that back and forth? Or?
I think the hardest part is definitely like the back-to-back tournaments, because it's like, especially after US Open, like that is probably the hardest I have ever trained for a tournament. Like it was crazy how much I trained. And it's like, I kind of have this like sense of relief of like, okay, like it's done. I can relax, but it's like, but I can't relax because I have a tournament coming up. So it's like, I have to train again, but it's like, oh, I just accomplished something so big and I have to go back and train again. And it's, I think not finding the motivation, but just like trying to stay consistent because you know it's going to benefit you is definitely the hardest part, because you think like, oh, if I take it like one day off won't matter, but like it does. And it's kind of like getting in the mindset that I have to train, and that's probably the hardest part for me. And then staying not injured is hard for me as well. I'm always hurt. I always have to wear ankle braces. I am on the reconstructive ankle surgery list for both of my ankles, and it's just trying to stay safe. It is like, that's definitely a hard part too.
I'm gonna give more credit to the forms competitors, because fighters, when we roll something like that, we'll stop. We'll just be like, we rolled it, and we'll physically watch it roll and go, all right, give him a second, right? Guys rolled his ankles, was just sitting over there. In forms, you don't have a choice. We're in the middle of a performance, going, all right? They stop in the middle. People will literally laugh at you. You will literally hear laughs, right? There's no chance. See, look at this. All this love I'm getting from competitors. What about you, Sophia? Hardest part about the circuit?
So obviously everything they've said, but also like the kind of like improving aspect of it. I don't know if that's the word, but like for example, like for fighting, I have to watch over all my fights, and it's a lot of fights because I don't only do one fighting division but two, and then you have grants and all that. So I have to watch over my fights, see what I need to do better, see what I need to work on, and then also watch over all my videos for all my other divisions. And let's say I don't really like this part, so I want to change it, or I need to add something because this is too slow or anything like that. But also I compete next week again, or so the change can't be too big because then I might get confused and mess up anyway. So then it's like I need to change my form, but it can't, like it's tough. But like right now like Capital Classics will be my third tournament in a row, because this weekend I just had Vice City, and then the weekend before I had US Open. So it's definitely tough, but we manage.
And for you, Sophia, you probably haven't heard this, but you've probably felt it. But the fighters are gunning for you. They want to take you out.
Yeah.
They want you to lose early. They want you to lose often, and they probably want to knock you down. Does it feel that way?
Yes and no, because I mean I haven't honestly
Let's
I
go.
don't really interact that much with like who I'm gonna go up against once I move to adults. So I haven't really seen the energies as much, but this past weekend I was able to see a little bit because I was able to move up to the adult division for the tournament, and I got to fight like Paula and this other young woman from DKS, and they were amazing, and it was definitely a whole different ball game, but I was able to step up. I'm proud with how I did. I definitely did better on day 2 from the experience of day 1. But yeah, it's a whole different ball game. Definitely gotta
Well, yeah, you're
be more
taking
aggressive.
over their space.
Sorry?
You're taking over their space.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why. That's why they want to take you out. But that's
So
okay.
all three of you guys, literally, like that's what you guys are about to do in 6 months. So take over some people's space. So what's that feeling like? What's the mindset? Well, are you guys? I think all three are ready to like probably this year ready to move up. So it's kind of like what are you thinking right now? What's the goal for this next 6 months? Without giving
I'll
all
let
of your
Avery
secrets.
go first.
You let
Avery,
me
you
go
go.
first.
Yeah, I'll let you go first.
Moving up to adults. I mean, I'm very excited. It's going to be challenging. Obviously, I think we're all excited to have like more challenging. Like we haven't been against different people and
Yeah.
almost ever. So I think that's something that we're all excited about, and it's going to be a challenge. But just I don't know. I don't know. I'm scared, but I'm also very excited, and I'm ready for the challenge. And we're all three gonna be a triple threat in the adult division. So
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I would kind of say the same thing, but also like having that switch from looking at them as role models or like
Mm,
like role models, like now you have to compete against them. You kind of gotta, I guess, because when I see people like that I'm gonna go up against, I have like this crown on their head that like they're amazing. Oh my god, I want to be like them. I gotta take off that crown, and now they're like, they're my food. I have to like, I don't know, but I don't know. It's just that switch in mindset that they're not just my role model now, but they're my competitors. I have to try to beat them. So,
right.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a huge thing because it's real. I mean, I remember moving up. You idolized those people and you saw them. Some of them you even had train with you, right? And then now you're competing against them. It's a whole different thing. Or some of them are your teammates, right? And then you're going in and now, hey, we're no longer just teammates. We're competing against each other the whole time. So
I also think they do like the adult division is also going to be taken a little bit more seriously. Like, yeah, we're going to runoffs, whatever, but it's like you went straight to stage and you have to be like so ready for that. And there's also more divisions being added in with like bladed and stuff. Obviously, I don't
yeah.
do bladed, but you get more people going against you than they're like making the division smaller for stage. Like it's more opportunity for a lot of
Yeah.
people to like squeeze their way in. So you just have to be prepared for that.
Yeah. I mean, and you
That was
never
well
know.
put.
Yeah, that was. Yeah. And you may move up to adults and something that you killed in the juniors like doesn't work in adults for you. And then it flips. Like you just never know what you just always have to be ready. But I tell people that all the time with martial arts. Like martial arts is great because you may hate fighting right now, but you may love it when you're older. Or you may hate forms right now, but you may, you just never know. It's just always like there's always something for everybody, right? And that's what's great about it. Alyss, what do you think? What's your mindset going to adults?
I'm definitely really excited. That's one of the things I've been looking forward to a lot. Not only like am I excited, but I mean I am a little bit nervous because obviously I'm competing with the women now, and a lot of them have more experience than us, and just competing in adults obviously, but I am super excited to take it on. It's definitely going to be like a new journey, a new challenge, and I'm definitely ready for it. I've been training, I've been trying to like just get ready as I can because it's going to be hard. It's not going to be like a walk in the park trying to we're stepping on their territory now, and they're going to do everything they can to defend it, so it's definitely going to be challenging.
Yeah, and honestly too, I feel like the women's divisions have gotten so much better over the past 3 years as well.
For
So
sure.
it's not like
Yeah.
y'all three are walking into okay, we've been waiting for you guys to come in because there's nobody else here. No, like there's so many new competitors that have been stepping it up, making upsets happen.
Right.
And I feel like all those divisions are growing, and every single one, Japanese, Korean, all the weapons, all the forms, all of them. There's new people each year that are stepping up. So now all three of you guys are coming in at the same time. So it's going to be exciting. And I know there's other competitors too that are moving up to adults too. So it's going to be great.
I have a question for each of you. Same question, but I'm just curious. It's not going to happen, but I'm curious to hear what your answer would be. At the next tournament you went to, you were told you could only do one division. You had to pick one. This is it. Do whatever you want to do. You can only enter one division. What are you entering?
Musical forms.
Okay.
I'll go ahead. Musical forms, definitely.
Okay.
Mine would definitely be musical weapons.
Mine would be traditional forms.
Okay. That's
All right.
interesting.
They're all different.
They are.
Yeah. I can dig that.
Yeah. I love that. All right. What is something that people don't know about you guys, each of you? What's something, or maybe people know, but like your best friends or you guys know about each other, but like what is something different that maybe we don't know? We see you guys on stage all the time, right? And young little girls are looking up to you guys. But what is something else that maybe they haven't found out about yet?
That's a good question.
Did we stump somebody? What are we doing over here? All right.
I feel like all I do is martial arts. So,
Yeah.
Like that's my life.
I get that feeling too. I understand. I've been doing it as well, so I understand. Avery, let's go. You're first, and then Alyss, you're next. Somebody froze.
Well, for me, I don't know. Y'all cut out, so I don't actually know if it's my turn or not. But
It is. It's yours.
I don't know if this is something like weird. Like, I feel like it's kind of normal. I love the lake, and I love almost anything like country. Like, I love riding horses. I love anything outside. I just think that is so. I'm really into like trying to learn how to like wake surf and like tubing and stuff like that on the lake, because it's like way different than anything I'm used to. So it's trying to figure that out. It's fun, but I don't know if that answers the right question. But
That's a great question. That's a great answer. Sorry. Yeah, a great answer. Alyss.
A lot of people know that I do cheer, and I'm actually going to college. I'm looking at trying to get a scholarship for something called stunt for college. It's like cheer, but it's like broken into quarters, and they do full scholarships for that. So I'm trying to get that. And I teach at my karate school almost every day. This summer I taught camp for the little kids every day. And I also dual enroll for college. This is my second year dual enrolling. I don't know if a lot of people know that, but I do dual enroll classes.
Awesome.
I didn't even know stunt was something you could do in college.
No, it's not like stunt acting, like the karate part. It's like cheer. It's literally cheer, but just like different. It's under a different brand, and it's only girls, so you can get scholarship for it.
Now I'm left with more questions. Wait.
Yeah.
Hang on. So explain to me what this thing is.
So stunt is it's kind of hard to explain, but it's kind of like a football game. Like, it's broken into 4 quarters. So there's quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then each quarter you perform a different routine. And the routines would be like from level 1 to 5. Like, level 1 would be super easy, and level 5 would be really hard. And they flip a coin to decide who gets to pick. And the team could pick the hardest one. And then each team would have to.
Of course. We lost her on that one.
Thanks. I was so into that too.
Right?
me too.
But I was still like, all right, I love this.
Gets a point. And then
okay,
whoever
you're back.
has. And. Sorry. And then
Oh, no.
whoever has like the most points at the end would win the game, kind of. So it's like game cheerleading in a way.
That's
Wow.
really cool.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
it is
cool.
very
I didn't even know
interesting.
those were
It was like cheer
Wow.
battle.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It is literally head-on-head battling, and a lot of top schools have it. Like the two schools that I'm really looking at is California Baptist and University of Kentucky. Both of them have like probably the best two stunt teams. So
That's crazy.
I just learned
yes,
something new.
yes, it is a newer thing. It is not. It's only a couple years old. It's not super old.
That's awesome.
Yes.
All right, Kia.
Okay, so well that is something I just found out, but I used to do cheerleading, competitive cheer when I was younger. So that's a little something. But a lot of people don't know that I'm planning to go to college, and then I'm planning on majoring in nursing. So the medical field. And then also kind of like Alice, this my senior year, I'm gonna do fully online college classes. So I won't be going to school, so I also don't have to worry about the absences I get from tournaments. But yeah.
Yes.
I guess since we're going back to the like college
Yes.
thing, I'll add something to that. I'm going to be doing I've been doing like college classes already, but I am going to do an online college so that I can still teach and travel and pretty much keep doing what I'm doing now. So yeah.
Awesome. All right. What is the most absences you guys have ever had? I think we can all share on this.
That's good.
Anyone know? I mean,
Well,
how many? They didn't used to send truancy letters like they do now. Like that's what they call it.
Oh,
to like
yeah.
my crazy now.
Yeah,
I didn't get any.
that was my mom's worst fear. She was like, I'm scared you're going to miss too much school and they're going to send me a letter and I'm going to get in trouble. I'm like, no, you're fine. There's kids that skip a whole month and they're fine. Like,
well, for me,
I don't know about fine, but
We got one week here.
I'm homeschooled, so that's kind of in my favor for that. But I will say being homeschooled gets easier to get behind. So I definitely like when I come to tournaments and you don't see me like the whole Wednesday and Thursday, I'm in my hotel room doing school. So I kind of can just bring my school with me. So I do miss less, but it's kind of up to my mom.
For me, I actually got really lucky. So my school kind of caters towards athletes, and I don't have school on Fridays at all. So I never have to miss Fridays for a tournament, and it's really nice. So I never really like. Sometimes I'll miss a Monday if I'm like super exhausted and just like can't go. But I have not missed that much school. I don't get sick that often, and for tournaments, I sometimes will miss a Thursday to catch an early flight, but I never really miss school.
Crazy.
what?
Yeah. So I go to a private Christian school, Rich's Christian Academy, and everyone is really shocked when I tell them this, but I go Monday through Thursday, 8:30 to 1:30, and we start like a week after everyone else, and we end like a week earlier. I don't know how they do it, but it's amazing.
Well, no. First, my mind is like blown, but at the same time, like, makes sense. Makes sense.
Yes.
Okay.
It's really nice.
Hey, here's an example. My mom is in the chat. All right, Mom. You remember Adam's sophomore year in high school. Okay. That's all I'll say. My brother did something, right? That at the end of his ninth, when we went to school, it was like 7, 8, 9 was junior high, and then 10, 11, 12 was high school, as we did. So we did something at the end of his 9th grade year that he wouldn't rat on somebody, is what it was. And so they were so mad at him that they expelled him. But there was a week left of school, right? So he was like, whatever, cool. Right? You're letting me off school early. This is a punishment. Sounds good. Well, because they expelled him and he really didn't get any expulsion. When he went back to school the following year, they're like, you can't come back. You were expelled. So they kicked him out. But they had on Mondays and Fridays from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m., they would send a teacher to our house to have him do school for 1 hour, 2 days. And he actually finished ahead of everyone else.
Wow.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Right?
I know. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Well, I know for me, one year, my senior year, I missed 40 days of school, and yeah, I missed my whole first week of my senior year. And people thought that I was like, I came back because I think I was in Austria for one of the world championships, and I'm like, people are gonna think that like I just quit or like whatever, and I come back like, oh hey, I'm like, yeah. So I missed a bunch. That year I'll never forget. That was the CJB year there, Alex, where we had 21 sponsored tournaments, which I don't know how. I mean, that's insane, right? And I did like 32 tournaments that year or something like that. It was just weird. It was the wildest thing ever. But yeah. So this has been an awesome episode, ladies. Anything you want to share or leave us with before? I'm sure we could bring you guys back 17 times, and hopefully we will have to, because you're going to be so successful in this next journey as adults. What you got?
Well, I'll just say thank you for having us. It was a blast, and I do hope y'all have us back because it was really fun.
Yes, it was very fun.
Awesome,
I love getting to do things with my friends.
Awesome. Pia, what you got?
Kind of the same thing. So thanks for having us. I watch your guys' show whenever I can, and my mom watches it a lot too.
Yes.
So it's awesome actually being on it. So yeah, it's really cool. And I know all three of us were very excited and very nervous. We were kind of talking with each other. We're like,
We made a group
we're
chat.
gonna join.
Yeah.
Join the 640.
All right, I love it.
Yeah. So no, but like Alice said, it's awesome being able to share this experience with Avery and Alyss. So yeah, thanks for having us.
Another
great job.
thing, my dad loves this show. He loves it so much. He comes on like literally every time I come out of practice and he's watching the show. He loves it. So definitely just keep doing what you guys are doing, because my dad, I'll like see him and he's like watching replays or he's watching the show. He loves it. So he loves martial arts and he loves hearing you guys' opinion.
All right, well then quickly before we go, since you guys, all three of you just brought up the show, it doesn't have to be like the favorite, but what's a favorite moment you guys have of the show?
Or you heard, or someone's
or
shared.
or maybe somebody told you, like
The
Can't believe
triple
this
threat episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
This is the best one. This one's the best one.
come on now, that's that's not what I'm asking.
No, I
they got you.
wouldn't say I have like a most memorable, but I think I do like when you guys like after tournament the recaps. I like those.
Yes, I like the recap.
Same for me. I love the recaps.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
The
they're
recaps.
always fun too. Yeah, everyone loves those. There's a lot of fun with those. I tell you, the longest recap was, I think, Ocean State that year, where we kept bringing people in, and that was kind of wild and crazy. So that was a fun one.
Yeah.
When we brought in Enrique, so that was fun.
We've had
Awesome.
some that have gone a couple days, that have gone a couple weeks. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, ladies, so much. And
you.
we will see everyone this weekend at Capital Classics. So
Thank
it's gonna be
you.
great.
Yes, sir.
Oh, last thing. Sorry. Where's everyone going to? I'll tell you what, Capital Classics is the best tournament to find food. All right. I think it's the
100%.
best. Yeah. Where's everyone eating at this weekend?
Chipotle.
What's-
Definitely at some point I will be at Chipotle too. Also I think there's this lobster place that my mom and my brother love. I don't know what it's called, but I heard it's really good.
You guys
Yes.
are at the best place you guys could go for food at a karate tournament site, and you're going to the same place that you could just go in the middle of nowhere in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Oh, let's go to Chipotle. No, you got some like awesome food there. Let's go to Chipotle. What's wrong with you guys? Come on now.
I'm gluten-free, so it's kind of hard to like mess with my diet on tournament weekends. So Chipotle is just loyal. Like it's just
Yes.
That makes
it
sense.
won't bother me. That's so.
But you know what? But I'll take it back, because how many times have we gone to a tournament, and I say it a lot, Domino's is our only option, you know? So never mind. All right, we'll take Chipotle.
Yeah.
All right.
There was this really good burger place across for the street from the old. No, I'm thinking of the wrong tournament. I'm sorry. But are there any good burger places? I'll be going there. I love burgers.
There's a lot of good ones. And we don't have Nando's where I live, so I always go there.
Nando's is good.
One of the best. Nando's is so good. So I like that. And there's a lot of great places there. And it's just beautiful to go see. And
Yeah,
it's
and
the
it's awesome
easiest
being able to
place.
walk there.
Exactly. It's not too hard to get there. So it's awesome.
What's the best like restaurant or food experience you've ever had at a tournament?
I don't know about best, but one of my favorites that I can't not go is the pancake. Oh my god, now I'm going blank on the name. AKA in Chicago every year there's Wildberries, the breakfast place near the hotel. I go there every year in Chicago, always.
Okay, that's different.
Well, for me, I don't remember
I didn't
what
see
it
that
was
one coming.
called or anything, but after Miami one year, we had a late flight and we went and got crab legs. I love some seafood, especially
Yes.
like snow
Yeah.
crab. So if I ever get to pick and that's an option, that's where I will be.
That's cool.
For me, this wasn't an ASCA tournament. It was our Tiger Rock Nationals a few years ago. My dad and his instructor and some of his friends all went out, and I came with. I think it was to Fogo de Chao or something like that, and it was
Oh, that would be it.
so good. Like I have
That's
never eaten such good food in my life. I was
No, that's the
totally
answer.
stuffed. It was so good.
Alice, that's the right answer. If anybody could have that, that
was
is
very-
the answer.
I went there for diamonds last year because everyone went there for
Yeah, 'cause it's right there. Yeah.
the
Good point.
celebration. Yeah.
It's very good.
That's awesome. Well, we had to end it on food. So sorry. I just had to ask that question.
No, I haven't eaten yet tonight. I got to get something to eat.
All right, Alex, take us home, man.
This has been another episode of Inside Scoop with Alex and Jeff. I'm Alex Dingman.
I'm Jeff Doss. See you guys next week. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.